Alright, so we're gonna make a stock thing, kind of like you see in Smash Bros. Just gonna call it stock. Something really crazy. Alright, so now that we're loaded up in here, before we do anything, let's just go make a folder, call it stock. Open that up. So if you have one as well, just drag that in. So basically you want to make sure that your image is cut up into kind of sections. So each one of these images is 500 by 500 and 3 500s across is 1500. So it's 1500 by 500 height. So now we're just going to create user widget blueprint and then call it stock. Double click on it, open it up. And then up here, go to canvas, panel, put the canvas panel in there. And then we're going to search for progress bar and plop that into the canvas panel. And scale this up a little bit. And then set the anchor point to center so it doesn't move around on screen. And then to add Mario, we got to go up to style, fill, and then under image you're gonna look for whatever you named your image. Mine's new project _2, which is a great name, and we can't see anything right now. That's because the percentage is at 0, so just scale that up. And it looks all messed up. That's because we have to put draw as image, and then we have to come down here and change the fill opacity to white. And then to remove the background, just go to background image up in style and set this to 0 alpha. So then that should be working. So the reason I was talking about all that stupid stuff with 500 by 1500 and all that is because when we set this percentage to something like 0.34, we're just going to get a single Mario, and then 0.64, 2 Marios, and then 1, all the Marios. So that's like a simple way we can just like cut those up. So then now we need this to interact with the characters. So we're going to go to percentage and then click bind and create binding. Cast to third person character. So this basically just lets us communicate with the character that we have. Yours might be different. Might be Smash Bros. Man. Now, we don't have a float value to plug into here because this is the function that lets us manipulate the stock image. So what we're going to have to do is go to the third person character, double click on it, right click and do begin event, begin play, create widget, and then find that stock widget that we created, which is this one if you are a little confused, and then add to viewport. This allows us to put this stock thingy onto the screen, and that will just display it, but then we actually have to have the code do something. So we're going to create a variable, call it stock health, switch it to float, get, and then a set, and then type in 1 key and just do the 1 key. And before we start the game, we gotta set this to 1, which is basically the max value that progress bars go. Progress. So now back in our stock widget, we can go here to the third person character. We can get health, stock health, plug it into this, connect that, compile, save. And now when we hit play, we got our 3 little Marios. And then when you hit the 1 key, Hey, disappear. Sick.